these days, but we move in it, clean sheet. I can't believe Cedric is actually still at this football club. I respect it at this point. So what do we think of that game, people? Seriously, that was an emotional roller coaster. Serious emotional roller coaster. Oh, never in doubt. It's never in doubt, man. It's never in doubt. Brentford are a fantastic side, an elite side. They're always going to make it difficult for yourself. We never give up until the end, innit? Boy. It was never in doubt, man. It was never in doubt. It was never in doubt. Thomas Frank, big up you. To be fair, the way he was looking at Ramsdale, was like, yeah, you know, I'm going to try to buy you next season, innit? Ramsdale, stop looking nervous, man. Come on, man. It's all good now. It's all good. It's all good. We got 3 points. We're everyone's best friend now. When we lose, we don't like none of you. We caught it live. A couple years ago, this would have been Neil Mupé Village story. Amen. Amen. Who's top of the league? I don't know. I don't know. Matisse was giving verbal. He won't answer his phone, though. He didn't answer earlier. Matisse was giving verbal, yeah? Let's see if he answers. He's cowardly, man. He's cowardly, Matisse. If you can hear me, where are you, man? Or is he doing a watch along as well? They thought they were gonna catch some bants at our expense. Oh, it's nice to get 3 points, man. Seriously, we need to be 20 times better, though. Let's be real. We need to be 20 times better. We love making games difficult for ourselves. It's unacceptable, really. But right now, we're everyone's friends. Oh, I would put the phone to the screen, but you don't see Matisse's number. He's scared, man. He's scared. Now, we've done our job. If Everton can do their job tomorrow, if the villains will do their jobs tomorrow, we're laughing. Ramsdale, why are you heading down the dressing room so quick, man? Everyone got to see you, man. Clean sheet for Super Aaron Ramsdale. We got out of jail. We knew it was going to be a tough game, but we made it 10 times tougher than us. Nice to see we can win whilst playing absolutely doo-doo. But Jesus, Eddie is selfish at times. Let's be honest. We didn't create enough. We never looked threatening in the final third. I think that was that's the biggest thing for me. You know, like, it was saying in the game, like, we were happy to see all of these players play in it. Like it was very attacking lineup, and whether it's these attackers that play today, whether it's other formations or other positions or other tactics, you know, as dumb as it sounds, and yes, we can lie to ourselves. We've got 80 goals last year. We've got over 20 this year. We don't look like a team that can score goals, or we don't look like a team that looks threatening. Yes, there's low blocks. Yes, you have to be patient. Yes, you can't be gun-ho. Yes, you have to remain true to your principles, but something needs to be done. You know, it doesn't matter who's out there. This is why I don't buy into the notion of simply signing a striker and all our fortunes are you know, it just goes up. Of course, I need another striker. Of course, they can get you out of jail. But we need to start creating. As I said, when Mikel Arteta came in and we was playing out from the back with Mustafi, Socrates, and all of these guys, you could see what Arteta was trying to implement and how those players fell short. That's not being done in the final third. We need to do a lot better. But it's nice that we've got 3 points. Is what it is. My commentary might not be spot on, or it is in what you said, but that's because I've got supporters like yourself, man. It's always a pleasure to be here with you lot and go through the highs and lows. And boy, you know what? Yeah, this was the final watch along of the day, but that's the one that took the most emotions out of me, man. Oh man, shut it down. Bring on White. Ramsdale clean sheet against Raya's old clubs. There was a comment about being a fibber or something. I can't see it, man, but it's gone. Bro, what happened to the verbal he's giving Kai? He's my guy, innit? And what I said he was going to score. That's the verbal I gave Kai. You know, man. I'm the only one. It's because my is recorded here. You lot are probably saying the same things at home, but you lot got the luxury of being behind the screens. Leave me alone. I'm just happy we won, bro. What the hell? We won. We won, man. We won. What? We starting Havertz next game, yeah? Havertz 20 league goals now. I'm capping. But it is nice for Havertz. We did what we needed to do. I don't know why Eddie didn't pass the ball there. He was acting. DG, what happened? Won a game of football. Kai Havertz scored. What did you lot do, Chelsea? Boy, let's be honest. It was crap from us, but Oh man, I don't know what to say. I want less dramatics, man. You know what? I understand the fact that we are going to face a lot of teams that set up like this, but it doesn't mean it's not tiring to watch. Brentford always a difficult team. It is, but that for me, anyways, what I've seen in the final third of Arsenal, that's been there all season. So we need to do better. I appreciate the fact that you appreciate American Gooner, man. Sorry, Tommy seemed to invert better as a left back unless he just needs a constant run and right back, but our big players are just not at it. But I'm shameless. I always rated Havertz. Of course. Of course. No overlaps killed us today. Both inverted fullbacks was too predictable. I hear it. Pardon me. I don't want to be the. I think I agree with what all you lot are saying, but that pitch did not look watered. Ramsdale needs a Champions League start. I hear it, but like we only need a point to qualify. Might have to be a rioting, man. You know, Ramsdale done some booky things, but clean sheet, man. Liverpool fan here, really pleased you won that. Wasn't pretty, but decent job. Have to, man. But for me, I'm not really defensively. Yeah, I wouldn't even say there was hairy moments. Brentford just threatened, but I wasn't concerned. Midfield, I thought Declan held it down. I just think it's the play in the final third once again, I said. And hopefully Havertz can kick on now. That's a second goal for him. Wait. Havertz has more goals than Rashford. Havertz has done more than Caicedo. Havertz has done more than Enzo Fernandez. What's that? Havertz with more goals than Højlund. More goals this season than Sancho. I smell a legenda cooking. Was Havertz's goal good? Is the best thing since sliced bread. I have never seen someone head a ball like how Kai Havertz did. In my opinion, he's, I'm not trying to overrate him, but he has to be the best header in the current game at this moment in time. And you can see why Mikel Arteta signed him. He's adaptable. He's versatile. He can play multiple roles. You can see what he brings to the team. I'm sorry, people. I can't even continue with this. Oh, man. It was tiring to watch. Man of the match, Rice and King Kai. I mean, I give it Havertz because you made the difference, come off the bench and back. But Declan Rice, I actually think Zinchenko was good today, I actually think Zinchenko was good. I'll be real. I think Zinchenko was good. I think he only looked a bit shaky when everyone was tired. Okay, this is when personally I turn off the TV. I don't know why I can see Dominic Calvert-Lewin's armpit, but yeah, it's getting a bit weird and whatnot. Mikel 116 wins, 200 games, the most of any Arsenal player. Yeah, I mean manager. That's good, but let's get some trophies, innit? Or a screaming Kai. So something with your life and get yourself for Arsenal box. We had no box presence in 85 minutes. And what I like I think Eddie did it and Havertz did it. What I like with that is Havertz just gambled. Like he gambled. There was a lot of times balls were going in the box and nobody is gambling. Buy a raffle ticket. The fact that even Eddie had an impact shows how ish Eddie. Kai even had an impact shows how ish Eddie is. Just impact the game, bro. Havertz and hope I know what you're saying. Do you know what? That's going to be the title of one of the bids still. Defense wins titles, but goals win games. And again, it does sound weird to even say goals are a problem of Arsenal's, but I genuinely think it is. Yes, we've had 14, 15 different goal scorers. As I said, we got 80 last year, we got 20 odd this year. But I think you're honestly lying if you look at Arsenal and you say we're playing to our full capabilities in the final. We're not. Every available attacker that we would like to see from an Arsenal perspective played today and started today, and nobody was good. It's not about catching players out, but I think the manager's obviously got to take blame because we've been saying this all the time now. Even in the Sheffield United game, the onslaught came in the second half or something like that. Forgive me if I'm wrong. The manager has to find something because if everybody is struggling in the final third and it's predictable, it's him. And I think players need to just make more of a meal of things, man. But there's nothing new under the sun in that regard. Sell Eddie, think you lot are harsh, man. And I appreciate you lot support. Rice is my man of the match. As I said, Rice, Zinchenko for me. I think Zinchenko was good. Yeah, man. R9 would have been proud of that. I don't think anyone in the Premier League has more move. Sorry, what's that? Sorry. As I was saying, I got distracted there. I don't think anyone's a better header of a ball than Kai Havertz. I think Havertz has the best movement in the Premier League. Of course, I'm shameless. We won, and life's too short. I love it, man. I love it. Havertz done more than Mount. Who's Mount? And the thing is, these London derbies. When you deep it, the London derbies, we're making it tough, man. Like we're making it tough. We beat Palace, we beat Brentford. Obviously at Fulham against Fulham, Spurs, Chelsea, and Fulham, Spurs, Chelsea. We made it difficult, innit? Rice and Odegaard are too lit from midfield to be this poor. Number 8 needs to land. I think right, bro. I don't know how Rice is this consistent in it, but there's too many holes, man. But at the end of the day, we got 3 points. We kept a clean sheet, and we've done well in it. Like I don't know for league titles and things like that, but where you see them big bad bully City dropping points, you need to pick up points wherever you can. And it is nice that certain other teams lost. We can enjoy our weekend. I can actually watch match of the day because I don't watch us if we lose. We keep it moving really and truly. So I'm here for it, man. But it weren't convincing. Yes, there was low blocks and all of that jazz from Brentford, and they were difficult to break down. But this is the case 9 times out of 10. We're going to be playing low blocks. So the players have to find something on the field, and Arteta has to find solutions. Obviously, we criticized his subs, and when he makes the subs, end of the day, his subbers came on and obviously scored. But, you know, when the emotion and the dust settles from the 3 points and stuff like that, we can do a lot better. As I always say, I take the 3 points first, but sometimes you get what you deserve. You know, sometimes you play well where you deserve to win and don't get no points. Sometimes you draw when you deserve more or less, and you get where I'm going with that. At sometimes you'll get exactly what you deserve, really. So at some point, we will play like that and either draw the game. We deserve to draw today. Let's be real. Now, I don't care because we won, but we need to do a lot better in the final third. I don't think we're spot on defensively, but there's a significant improvement there. I think in the middle third, we're good. But again, once we get into the opponent's half, it's very pretty, it's very patient. And I'm not saying to remove or get rid of any of that, but there has to be, there just has to be, I don't know what it is. I'm not Mikel Arteta in it, but there has to be something that is, there has to be a solution there. Whether you get again, as I said, I don't think signing a striker, I want one, but I don't think that solves all our issues because we're going to get the striker and we're not. It doesn't matter. We've seen Trossard, Havertz, Jesus, Eddie, all play up front. It's hardly like they're getting a million chances a game. So yeah, Zinni did well, man. I think Zinni, Rice, obviously out of the starters, Zinni and Rice did well. Obviously, Ramsdale looked a bit shaky and that, and Arteta wasn't happy with his ball playing skills at times, but we got away with it. In relation to play ratings, Ramsdale, I give you a 5. Just about really. Your kicking wasn't the best. Obviously, you know, you almost presented them with a goal where Declan Rice got us out of jail. At the end of the day, he kept a clean sheet. I did think he was a lot better in the second half. And fortunately for us today in isolation, none of these issues kind of shocked us. I don't think he was dropping clangers. It was just those hairy moments, really. Ramsdale don't look like he's got any confidence, and he's going to need to arrest that internally and find that confidence if and when you're going to play again. You know, I don't imagine you leave in January, but you're nailed on to play one more game in the Premier League because, you know, for now, right, I can't play against Brentford. So, yeah, unless we rock up in January and turn Raya's deal into a permanent and it's confirmed. So, yeah, man, right, Ramsdale's got to go get with it, really. And he didn't have much to do. I did think their keeper was busiest, but all their keeper was doing is just kicking the ball long and just grabbing all the set pieces, really. Like, what keeper really had to make a fantastic save today? And that's what's jarring, because even against Newcastle, like, as I said, I think we lost against Newcastle. Obviously, we switched off defensively, but we weren't creating anything. We weren't doing anything of that regard. What did Pope have to do? Really and truly, yeah, the keepers had to pick the ball out the back of his net, and VAR has done us dirty. Trossard and Saka's link up has been chalked off, but we're not creating. Like, we are doing the death by 1,000 passes thing, like Mikel Arteta once said, but goals win games. And I'm sorry, but we've got to. I don't think these players are the best thing since sliced bread, even though our youngsters really do this. But I don't think threatening a goalie or looking confident in the final third or looking like we can score goals, maybe I'm being naive and you have to forgive me, but I don't think that should be a problem for Arsenal, where you've got Jesus, you've got Saka, you've got Martinelli, you've got We'll be here all day speaking about these guys, really. So something needs to be arrested. But anyways, Ramsdale 5, Tomiyasu, humble 6, you did okay. Saliba, calm 6, not really nothing to do with that. Gabriel 6, I think our centre-backs did well. Zinni, I give Zinni an 8. I think he was faultless today, more or less, apart from a couple of moments where he clearly got tired. I think Zinni had a good game, and Zinchenko realistically is one of the players you're kind of nervous for defensively in games like this where Brentford can exploit that. I think Zinchenko was one of the better players on the pitch out of the starters, if I'm honest. Declan Rice, 10 out of 10, man. Like, he mopped up off the ball. Can't ask anything more from Declan Rice. What more can you ask for Declan Rice? He's just done his job for the cause, man. Like, it's lovely to have a player, you know, when he does have a bad game or drop a clanger, like if he hasn't had it up until this point, but we're gonna have to leave him and allow him because his level of consistency is out of this world for us, man. So yeah, big up Zinni and Rice. Who else you got? Odegaard 6, not really any 5 actually, not really anything of any real influence. Trossard, you were fortunate not to score. I give you a 5. You know, I don't think anybody was terrible out there, but you left wanting a bit more, if I'm honest with you. I think our defenders played more to their potential. Obviously, Tomiyasu didn't really offer nothing in an attacking sense, but you get the point. So 5s for Trossard and Odegaard. Bukayo, it's a 6. You know, it would have been a 5, but you get a bonus point for an assist. Martinelli, just about 5. I think you was quite frustrating today. And again, as I said, everyone that plays in further forward positions, excluding Declan Rice, who started, these same things can be said. So 5 for Martinelli. Who else we got? Jesus, 5 really and truly. Like, done the Jesus thing, but you're left wanting more. I don't think a single player couldn't have applied themselves a lot more, or done a lot more. And this is why I'm saying, if I'm saying this about every player in the attacking sense, then they've all got to take accountability. But that's where I need a bit more from my gaffer. I don't know what solution. I'm not paid to find solutions. Mikel Arteta is paid. He's the Arsenal gaffer. So yeah, creating chances shouldn't be an issue. I know it's not the same, but you know, I've seen Arsene Wenger. Yeah, I've seen Invincibles and the Sessis and all the Ozils and all these guys, but I've seen us play teams off the park, create a bag of chances when we had, pardon my language, some fucking shit players. Like, so I don't know what it is really. And you know, as much as we might criticize these players, there's probably players in the other manager in the managerial world or other Premier League managers that probably want these guys really. So yeah, man, the very fact that we've had to a substitution in principle is to say that what we're doing isn't working. So, you know, Havertz to save the day, but we were staring down the barrel of 2 vital points dropped. Fortunately, that wasn't the case today, man. But yeah, Jesus 5, Martinelli 5. I feel like I'm missing someone from the starting lineup. Ramsdale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I must not be. Eddie and Ketia. I don't think he was terrible. I think you should have passed the ball, you know. Actually think your hold-up play was okay at times. You get a 5. Who else we got? Havertz, 10 out of 10. Couldn't ask anything more of you. You know, can't believe I'm giving Havertz a 10. You made a difference. You thought to come off the bench and make a difference. You did. Jorginho/White, realistically, not on the field long enough, but big up Dominic. He helped close out the game. I feel like I'm missing someone. Let's actually go and make sure that we're not missing anyone. No, not you know. So yeah, for me anyways, 5 for Ramsdale, just about 6 for Tommy and Saliba and Gabriel, 8 for Zinni. Probably should be a 9. You know what? Change it 9. I don't think Zinni was poor. I think Zinni had a really good game. So Zinchenko a 9, Rice a 10, Odegaard, Trossard 5, Saka gets a bonus point for his assist, so he gets 6. Martinelli 5, Jesus 5, Eddie 5 for minutes played. Havertz 10 out of 10. Havertz, Zinchenko, Declan Rice, probably the best players on the pitch. So yeah, and Jorginho and White weren't on the field long enough. We have to be better. Like, we enjoy it today. We enjoy, you know, it's football's a crazy game. You know, the ecstasy of getting a goal and turning it around and stuff. But when the dust settles, you know it, I know it, everyone knows it. We have to be much better. We have to do much better. Like, even in the first half, really, when we had like 9 shots, 2 on target and 4 corners, I was surprised to see that we had 9 shots, let alone 2 on target. And I would love to see what is technically recorded as a shot, because, bro, the Brentford keeper had nothing to do. We know Brentford are a good side. We know, you know, they're going to make it difficult. They're going to be compact and all of that jazz. But yeah, man, it shouldn't have taken 89 minutes to break the deadlock. And I know VAR done us dirty, but even that, really and truly. So yeah, best defense in the league. Statistically, I don't think we have the best defense in the league in general, but stats are stats. I don't think we should sell Eddie in January if there's not an assurance we're bringing the striker, my guy. Why Odegaard, Saka link-up play on the right is missing this season. I hear that. Hard yards away from home, 1-0 job. You know, 1-0 to the Arsenal. A great thing. Getting ready-made Premier League footballers is probably getting some unknown guys from overseas is the best option, not unless they're already world class. Eddie wasn't any worse than Jesus and held the ball up better. 5s, man. I don't think anything was poor. All our problems are stemming from that left centre mid spot. No point in getting Tony if we aren't going to create chances. Eddie should have never come on. I think you're being harsh on Ramsdale and Eddie. Saka is a 5, maybe 4. Didn't offer much today. Not a single player did. Gabriel was poor, wild passing. Which Gabriel? You're talking about big Gabri? Tony and Jan, if possible, need replacements up top. But again, like, we need a bit more than that. Like, bring the striker in, but there has to be something that needs to be addressed on the training ground. Ramsdale, why 5? Come on, you know Raya has been the same. Did you give Raya a 5? Raya didn't play today, so I'm not too sure on that. But I don't think Ramsdale was terrible. You had those nervy moments. Like, what did you do? Big up yourself, Derek, but no clue what that means. We have Timber and White that offer more quality and overlaps to give Saka and Gabby more opportunity to go 1v1. I hear that. Rice doing the Lord's work week in, week out. I hear it, man. We didn't play well, but Brentford are a well-drilled team and never make it easy. It's true, but like, personally speaking for myself, I'm saying the same things about us in the final third week in, week out. Even games where we've battered teams. So, yeah. Playing with Tommy and Zinni doesn't help the wingers. Gabby or Saka don't get enough overlaps. I hear it, and they definitely could have got more overlaps today, but if man are playing with inverted things, they've got to find a difference. And to be fair with you, the best players or the most prolific players are more inverted nowadays anyway. So you're arguably closer to goal scoring positions. So again, it does come from that left side 8. But again, there's something, I don't know what, but Mikel Arteta has to address it on the coaching front, because we're saying this about all the attackers, man, and it's jarring now. Odegaard and Jesus wasn't 100% fit. They wasn't, but you don't need to be 100% fit to do that Martin Odegaard stuff. You don't need to be 100% fit to look clinical in front of goal. You don't need that. DG personally wanted Havertz. I heard from the offside VAR decision. Zinni was on it. He made a mistake, but he made up for it with the clearance. Great overall. Exactly. More Premier League goals than Rashford, Højlund, and Richarlison. They're horrible players, man. Make the goalie as well. I love it. I love it. I'm here for this. The final third attacking starts with Odegaard. He's supposed to dictate the attack. We need more direct attacks and creativity to mix out from him. We need other. You're right, because it shouldn't be on Odegaard, because naturally that would be the same problem we had with Zinchenko last season. If you know Zinchenko goes into midfield and does all of that conducting stuff, you lock that down. We're not creating again. The problem is the quick movement and 1-2s we're missing. Think back to Ozil, Wilshere, Ramsey. We need to run at defenses and use quick passes. There you have it. And maybe it's a bit too structured from Mikel Arteta. It's a bit too coached. Lottery numbers. I don't know, man. I just had a feeling Havertz would score ahead of today, but broken clock's right twice a day, man. You know, I wouldn't say I could predict the lottery numbers if I did. But DG, would you rather have in Jan, Tony or Zubimendi? Zubimendi. Game like that, I'll be screaming, yeah, we need a striker. But midfield, man, it's too much problems in midfield for me. I don't think we're getting Douglas Luiz with the position Aston Villa are in. Bro, you have to pay stupid money. And if you got 65 million for Kai Havertz, which you probably put a couple more on that, then if I'm Aston Villa, you need 65, 70 to even start a conversation. Really. I swear Tommy becomes world class if he gets that ability in the final third. Nah, I don't think Tommy's got that in his locker. Not to diss him, great player and that, but it'd be a madness. I mean, the mistakes went unpunished, so I'm not going to give Ramsdale a 4. It's just about a 5. Like, literally, the pass, like, it could be a 4, but I don't feel in my heart that you was a 4. I think you definitely had those nervy moments. I think your kicking definitely needed a lot more, but I don't think you was terrible. You just look nervous. I don't think you've given Arteta anything to think about maybe starting in the Champions League or starting against Wolves, but yeah, man. I don't know if we're the best team. Our wingers are not getting the ball in positions where they can run in behind or really threaten the opposition. Obviously, if Saka's getting the ball 9 times out of 10 and he's dropping deep, fair enough. Now, to a degree, Brentford are one of the best well-drilled coach teams in the league. They are gonna, make it difficult for us. They're not gonna let us play our game. But within that, we need to find solutions, because that is something that every team surely is going to do against us. We'd all love Pedro Neto, man. I don't like to admit it, but we're missing Xhaka in left centre mid. We are, but as much as I think we're missing Xhaka, it's not like he's, some world-class centre mid. It's because of what we didn't do in terms of, obviously, we bought Kai Havertz and he's the man of the moment today, but there's issues in that regard. We have the best defence per goals conceded, 10 given in 13, but it doesn't feel like it. And that shows you that there's many gears to go up then. And that's positive from us. But still not the one. I don't think Rafinha's is there. Odegaard is looking shocking lately. There's zero aggression in it. His game, something isn't right. Brentford fatigued at the end, both halves, which gave us the opportunities, but there's something wrong with our eights. Our players are looking for the perfect shot. Just put the ball in the box and good things will happen. And one thing that annoyed me today, when the ball did go into the box, players are on their heels. Like, nobody's really going. Like, Martinelli was poor today, but there was an opportunity in the second half. He's actually put a half decent ball, and the camera cut to Arteta. He's going ballistic. Like, gamble. Like, you could probably get yourself, if you're a player that plays to a significant standard, probably 3, 4, 5 even goals more a season just by gambling.